Hi everyone, how are you? I just wanted to take some time to do my 10 to 15 minute face. Um, the video that I'm going to be doing right now is probably going to be a little bit longer than that because I'm going to be talking about the products and how I apply them. Normally when I'm just doing it, it's just me and I don't have to explain anything, so just be prepared for that. So I just want to go ahead and talk what I've already applied on my face. I just got out of the shower, and about twice a week when I'm in the shower I use our Illuminate Clear. This is for oily skin, and I just do a really good wash to get down into the pores and everything. And then when I get out of the shower, I use our Refreshed Rose Water. I use that as a toner for my face, and I just spray a couple spritzes on a little cotton pad and put it all over my face. And personally, why I do it on a cotton pad versus just spraying it on my face is I usually apply makeup pretty soon after, and with my with the mascara, it doesn't do well if you have other products like kind of on your face. So I just want to have a clean face. So let's get started. The first thing I do is I apply our face and eye primer. So I just do a little, just one pump, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. And this is the first thing I do because the primer creates an even skin surface for your makeup application. It will fill in fine lines and pores and just make a really even surface for your makeup. So I've applied that, and now the next thing I'm going to do, while that's drying, I like to do my eyes. So the 3D Fiber Mascara, 2 tubes, transplanting gel fibers. I like to do a base coat first, and I just get the mascara off the tip and also on the edge right here. And then I do one eye at a time, and I'm going to be looking down because my mirror is down here. So, and you just do a light coat of the gel. And just so you guys are aware, I have sprayed about 2 to 3 spritzes of the Refreshed Rose Water into the transplanting gel to thin it out. This is going to make that gel really thin for application, and then you can get really long lashes this way. If you don't have the rose water, or you already have the 3D mascara and don't have the rose water, you can also use regular water. A couple drops of regular water will thin it out as well. Okay, there's my base coat. I'm going to let that dry, and while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and start using my, start applying my eyeshadow. I'm just going to apply the base coat, so I'm using our Addiction Palette 3, and actually no, I want to use 1. I'm sorry. I knew I was right, just had the wrong one. So this is Addiction Palette 1, which is the more neutral colors. They're the browns. And I'm going to apply Chipper, which is this brown right here, as all over my lid. I'm using our liner shader brush, and this is the part I'm using to apply over my entire lid. So this is Chipper. Just going over my entire lid, just to give it a little bit of color. And I always do my eyes first, that way if I mess up or get something wrong, I don't ruin my face makeup. I can go over and put my face makeup over it. So that's Chipper. Now I'm going to go back. The mascara should be dried, and I'm going to do the normal process of gel fiber gels. The difference is, since I've already put that base coat on, I don't need to put it over my entire lash. I just need to do it on the tips. So just doing it on the tips, just a quick coat. And I found that this is the best way to apply this mascara for me personally. Sometimes people have different ways that work better for them, but this is what works best for me. Now I'm going to take the fibers, and see how there's a little bit on the edge right here? I just kind of wipe that down, and I roll it in between my fingers to just get those gels or those fibers flattened. And then you just, again, on the tips. And that's just so you don't have a bunch coming off. Okay. Now, third step, gel. And this just basically brings those fibers out, lengthens them to the tips, brings them to the very edges. Can you see the difference? Look at the huge difference between that already. Isn't that amazing? Okay, now onto the next eye. I'm going to redip my mascara. Wipe off the tip and the edge. Again, just the tips of the lashes. Okay, fibers. And gel. Now I'm pretty conservative with my makeup. I like going pretty neutral most of the time. So I usually only do one coat of this, and I think it makes, that's enough dramatic for me. But if you like having really dramatic lashes, this is a buildable mascara, so you could definitely do more. So there's my mascara, and now I'm going to finish my lashes up. So with the palettes you get 7 colors, which I love, and they vary from matte to shimmer to pearl. So I already applied the base coat of Chipper with our liner shader brush. Now I'm going to get our crease brush, and I'm going to do Zealous, which is this dark color here, and that's the color I'm going to get in my crease. So I have hooded lids, so I go a little bit outside of my crease. I start in my crease and then kind of just go up and out, because otherwise it's going to be hard to see the difference for when I have my eyes closed. So I just go up and out a little bit, and I do mid eye out and down, and then I bring it in a little bit to blend in. And you can go back and blend later. I usually do. So you can see the difference. And when I do my eyes, I always do a minimum of 3 colors. Some people just do 1 because they want a little bit. I always do 3 because I just like bringing a little bit of a different look. Okay, so again, I use the crease brush to do the crease and a little bit outside. Now I'm going to take our liner shader brush, and I'm going to use the liner section. And I like to get this a little bit wet, so I'm going to use my Refresh Rose water to spray it. I've used regular water as well, just a couple sprays. And the reason I do this is because I'm going to be using a shimmer in the corners of my eyes right here. And when you get shimmers wet, they are way more vibrant. It's called a luminization, and it really brings out those pigments a lot more. So I'm going to use this color Brassy, and I'm going to do it in the corners of my eyes. Again, this is a wet brush, so it's going to make it pop a little bit more than if I just applied it dry. And I just like to do the corner right here. And this is the reason I use the liner shader brush is because it's more precise on where I put it, because I just want it in that corner. Do you see how it's just right there in that corner? Just need a little bit, don't need a lot. And if you'd like, you could even line the bottom of your lash with this color. I just like to bring a little bit color to the center, but you could continue it down here if you'd like. So those are the 3 colors I've used. If you'd like, you could go through and use Elated to do like a highlight up here, but I do a highlight contour on my face for my face makeup, so I usually don't do that because I bring it in with that. So that's it for the eyes. I'm going to go through and just blend a little bit so it's not as harsh on the edges. I just kind of blend it out. Make it a little bit of a softer look. So, okay, blended, done with the eyes. So my eyes are done. Now I move on to my face. So, for the highlight contour, I use a couple different ways. Since I'm replicating the look I did the other day, I'm going to be using our liquid foundation and our liquid concealer. And the color I use in the concealer is Scarlet for highlight contour. Normally I wear Organza in the concealer, but for highlight contour you want to really bring out highlights, so I use a lighter shade. So this goes a long way, so I'm only going to be putting a really small amount. You don't need a lot. And then I love our blending buds for application. So I'm taking one of the blending buds and I'm dipping it in. And I'm just going to start doing the highlight contour. So for me, I start underneath my eyes. And I do a triangle application right here. And even if you're not doing highlight contour, you want to do a triangle application because it blends and covers up more. And then I just kind of go up here a little bit for the highlight underneath my brow. Okay, see how much brighter this side of my face already looks with that concealer? That's what you want to do with the highlight and contour. So now I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. The other way I do this, we have BB cream, and I've used the BB cream to do a highlight and contour as well. In fact, I do a combination normally now of the BB cream in Honey because it's darker than my foundation. So I just went through and did the highlight on my eyebrows. And now I'm going to use this last little bit I have and do my forehead and bring it down on my nose. And it's okay if it's not blended in here because when you go through the contour, you're going to blend. And then I like to put a little bit right here and right here because I have blemish issues and scars here. So you can see obviously where I applied the highlight. It's so much brighter. And now I'm going to go ahead and go through the contour. And it's frozen.